So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through some of these right here. Just remember, if you're not subscribed, if you're not signed up, you're not going to get notifications about these. Because again, time is of the essence. There's tons of times that we do live content and people are calling the county as we're doing the stream. So that's why you got to make sure that you are subscribed so you get notified about these.
So
But
Josh,
here, yeah.
as we're diving into this and you guys have questions, go ahead, put your questions here in the chat, and we will always get to the questions here afterwards. And just want to say hello and welcome to Wasim, Uncle Billy. Good to see you. Jeff, what's happening? Joel, and good idea. We will get to your questions here. But our goal, like we say, is to build a tax lien indeed community. So when you guys check out these live streams and you let us know who's here and where you're tuning in from, it helps us dive in. So for example, we have Huntington Beach, Connecticut, so we can spend a bit of time diving into those as well. So whenever you let us know, it helps us get some familiar faces going and helps us make better content for everybody here. And as usual, in the description below, we have the starter kit here for Tax Liens and Deeds, the ABCs of Tax Lien and Deed investing, which Josh has up right here. And this is always the handbook that we're referring to as we go through this stuff. It is kind of your instruction manual to be able to do this everywhere. We have all the cities, all the states. So that's for free below in the description. And we always talk about it because we use it nonstop as we are going through the auctions and things like that. So you guys can get that for free down below. And Josh is going to be in Houston here, I think, in a couple days. So if you ever want to attend a live auction, you can also schedule a free call below and we can dive into that as well. So back to the screen, we're going to look at some deals. Welcome everybody. If you're just joining, let us know who's tuning in here, and we got some good stuff on the plate here today.
All right, so you got the parcel number. And remember, we're always going to base this off of the parcel number. And so some of these are going to have like addresses in the property description. So you can see this one, for instance, is 613 Taffel Street. But here it's got a $0 for building. So there's land is saying it's worth $25,000. The land is, and then there's a building value of $0. So always make sure you drive these properties and reference the parcel number. If you're looking for a place to throw the parcel number in, we always recommend Regrid, which is free. You can go into Regrid app. You can go into open the web app, and you can take that parcel ID and throw it in here. But let me show you some interesting opportunities that are coming up here. So one of them actually is worth, okay, here we go. So this is 3888 Liston Ave. So they're saying the house is worth about $91,000, and then the lot is about $10,860. So they are often a bit light on the assessed value here, and so this is probably worth closer to 130, 140, 150. So it does have an opening bid of $31,798.25. So is this property going to sell for this price? I highly doubt it. I don't think anyone's going to want to pay $31,000 when, if nobody makes a bid, they can re-offer it right away for pretty much whatever anybody is willing to pay. And so we know this is true because we've seen in 2021, again, that they sold property for a discount. So there's one that had a balance of 6,460, sold for $50. 1690 sold for 50, 5,200 sold for 200. So this does happen all the time. And so could you get it for $50? Maybe. You never know. Maybe a couple $100, maybe $1,000. But the ability to get a $100,000 house, $110,000 house, to get that potentially for $1,000 is pretty wild. And so the county truly is willing to take these at a loss. They just want to get them back on the tax roll, and they want to see the situation change. And so by the time it gets to this stage, most of these properties are going to be vacant. You can see a couple of the descriptions here on Prop Wire. So we can see it is vacant, out-of-state owners. They just want someone to do something with this. And so even if you just acquire it, for $1,000 and sell it for 30, they're just happy to get it back on the tax roll. So this is a real thing. It gets even crazier than that, though.